A lot of people don't understand the Bay Area. I mean, for instance, the Super Bowl stadium this year, technically home to the San Francisco 49ers, is located an entire hour away from San Francisco, two full counties away in Santa Clara, much closer to San Jose. But did you know that San Jose is actually larger than the more famous San Francisco? You might not know this, but there are actually three counties in the Bay Area more populous than San Francisco County, with the entire region having nearly 8 million people, making it the fifth largest metro area in the US and one of the most decentralized, with numerous standalone population centers like Oakland, Richmond, Fremont, and Palo Alto. So how did so many people end up around this NorCal estuary, and why are they so decentralized? Well, here's the geography of the Bay Area explained in less than 3 minutes. Are you ready? Here we go. The most important feature here is, of course, San Francisco Bay, the second largest estuary on the west coast of the Americas and one of the best natural harbors in the world, connected to the ocean through only the 1-mile wide Golden Gate Strait. The bay is fed primarily by the Sacramento-San Joaquin water system, which drains 40% of California and is one of just two navigable river systems on the entire west coast, allowing ships to reach as far inland as Stockton and the state capital, Sacramento. The bay is entirely surrounded by mountains, the tallest of which is the 4,000-foot Mount Diablo, from the summit of which you can see all the way to Yosemite on clear days. And these mountains are a big reason why the Bay Area is so fragmented today. Before bridges and highways connected everything, each valley developed as its own population center. Of these urban centers, 3 of them are in some of the best locations for cities in all of North America: San Francisco, Oakland, and San Jose. The most famous of the 3, San Francisco, sits at the tip of a long, narrow peninsula with basically no room to expand. After the 1849 gold rush, it exploded into the financial and cultural center of the American West because it controlled the Golden Gate Strait. But SF's growth was constrained early on, and nowadays it's the 5th most densely populated county in the United States, behind only 4 of New York's boroughs. Across the bay, though, Oakland had flatter land and more space for ports, warehouses, and working-class neighborhoods. When the Transcontinental Railroad reached the bay, its terminus was in Oakland, not San Francisco, locking in the city's status as the industrial hub of California. And for decades, this was a bipolar metro area dominated by these two cities. That all started to change, though, in the 1930s when the Bay and Golden Gate bridges opened, connecting people across the bay without ferries for the first time. And once highways connected all the major cities around the bay, these places started to lose their disparate identities, with suburbs exploding outwards, most notably in the South Bay around San Jose. You see, the Santa Clara Valley to the south was once mostly farmland. It didn't have the natural ports of the other two cities, but it did have warmer weather and flatter terrain. And once people could commute on highways to either side of the bay, this region became an extremely desirable location for a suburb, and eventually the center of the single most important region for US economic growth over the last 30 years, Silicon Valley. Since the 80s, San Jose has completely exploded, outpacing even San Francisco to become NorCal's most populous city. And so the bay ends up with 3 coexisting urban centers: trade and finance in SF, logistics and industry in Oakland, and tech in San Jose, perhaps the most important tripolar metro area in America. And this is why the Niners play in San